It's so good to be back here in South Carolina.
Home of the Gamecocks.
Nice feed. Wow. Another fantastic flush by Bryant. Dunked it right on his head.
Look at the ball movement for Carolina. Gosh, that's pretty.
South Carolina leads.
Here come the Gamecocks in Columbia, South Carolina.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. We're at Colonial Life Arena. Busy week here. Men's and women's teams both playing 2 games each over the past 7 days in this venue, which is the first time we've seen both of them at home for an extended stretch at the same time. Gamecock women's highlights coming up a little later on in the program as we'll show you their victory over Missouri, their 30th consecutive win against SEC competition. As well, the Gamecock men's team coming off of a tough loss, 81-78 against the first place team in the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. One of those contests that if you're just a fan of basketball, boy, it was a treat to watch. But of course, when you come up a little short, your squad does. It's a disappointing pill to swallow, and certainly for Frank Martin's squad of late, there have been a few of those. Speaking of Coach Martin, always a member of this community, a guy who likes to get out and get involved. Our cameras followed him out to Gamecock Park earlier this week. We're going to show you his interactions with the group from Prisma Health that is handling vaccinations for COVID-19, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Softball season is underway officially. We're going to get you ready for some Gamecock softball by giving you a quick look back at their abbreviated season from last spring and get you ready for the 2021 track as well. And the Carolina track and field team is hosting events. We've got some highlights from a recent meet that they hosted as well. So a lot to get into on the show. Hey, we'll also introduce you to the Gamecocks' new running back coach. So let's get started here on Gamecock Insider. We'll be back in a moment. It's from Learfield IMG College and the Gamecock Sports Network.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy! James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah!
Oh!
You good, Jimmy?
The 2021 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Lease a new 2021 RAV4 LE for $249 a month for 36 months. Toyota. Let's go places.
We are back on Gamecock Insider here from Colonial Life Arena in the center of Columbia. Of course, the capital city and the university, boy, they are interwoven very closely. I tell you who else is, and that's Prisma Health. Great partner for Gamecock athletics and this community. And right now, over at Gamecock Park, undergoing quite the transformation. It is one of the largest vaccination centers you'll find anywhere in the state. The traffic going in and out of there daily is just astounding. And earlier this week, Gamecock head men's basketball coach Frank Martin went over to take a tour, thanks some of the volunteers who are doing the yeoman's work there as well. We went along, and let's take a look.
They got you out here all day?
All day trying to make it happen.
It's unbelievable.
It's been pretty cool to be a part of.
Holy cow! This just blew my mind. Just wanted you to know how much respect I have for what you're doing. It's and all your people. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. This is awesome.
Thank you.
I had not been back here in a while. I had no idea this was like the massive project that it is.
Most people here are so excited and really excited just to come through. And
That's awesome.
they're just super grateful to be here. So
Absolutely.
That's what
Absolutely.
That's
Now all these folks are volunteers?
Yeah, so everyone here with me today is a volunteer.
Wow.
So yeah, we're out along with our Prisma Health staff.
Wow. I can't wait for all of us to get back to some kind of normalcy.
That is why we are all here,
Yes.
is to make sure that that can happen.
The sooner we can all get back to a place where we can feel comfortable doing what we're doing right now,
Absolutely.
the happier we will all be.
Be sure to tune in to Carolina Calls on the Gamecock Sports Network. Thursday night at 7 p.m., we talk basketball with Frank Martin at Home Team Barbecue in 5 Points.
People have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
This is James.
Jimmy!
Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy! James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2021 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Lease a new 2021 RAV4 LE for $249 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm so done with this. Bank fees? No, I'm looking for love.
Oh, you'll love Founders Federal Credit Union. I get 24/7 access. I can pay bills, send money with Founders Pay, mobile deposits, free checking, and I earn more with Loyalty Select. And Founders has awesome low rates on loans for basically anything.
Relax. Everyone knows that Founders is better than a bank.
Exactly. It's love calling.
The benefits of the big banks, the service and low rates of Founders. See if membership is right for you. Relax. You're with Founders.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. Here at the Colonial Life Arena, of course, When the Gamecock women's basketball team is on the court, this place is electric. And they were at home earlier this week against the Missouri Tigers, returning to SEC competition after a brief step out of that for a nationally televised contest against the UConn Huskies. Gamecocks #1 in the nation and looking to bounce back from a tough loss against a Missouri team that did not roll over. Let's take a look at the highlights of South Carolina's 30th straight victory against SEC competition.
Rest if you must, but don't you quit. 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 I said rest if you must, but don't you quit.
So a good win for the Gamecock program after a little bit of a scary first half, and Carolina's homestand continues now with a Sunday matchup against LSU. We've got more of Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield IMG College.
Happy Valentine's Day to the three special ladies in my life, my beautiful wife Emily and my two daughters Sutton and Olivia. Thank you guys for always standing right by my side and being with me in all that I do. Love you guys so much, and I'm so thankful for all of you and so thankful that you guys are my Valentines.
Valentine's Day. Just want to give a shout out to Toya daughters. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day to my lovely daughter Harper and my wife Sarah. I love you both.
Want to say happy Valentine's Day to my lovely daughters, Lexi Gray and Tori Gray. I love you guys, and may your hearts be filled with happiness. Love you. Mwah.
I just want to tell my mom, my beautiful girls, Peyton and Christian. I want to tell my girl, the most amazing woman in the whole wide world, Clark Kelly. I want to tell my sister Candace Harden, happy Valentine's Day. Hope y'all had the best day ever. Man, it's amazing being back home in South Carolina. And I know y'all can't wait to get here and see these Gamecocks roll up and beat on all these SEC and anybody that come on our schedule. But happy Valentine's Day to you guys. I love you.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday. This is Jasmine Moses here, and I'm super excited because today is Singles Awareness Day.
Hey Thatcher, happy Valentine's Day. This is the last one before we're married. I cannot wait to be your wife. Thank you for all you do. I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day.
I'd love to wish my wife Erica, a fellow Gamecock grad, a happy Valentine's Day.
Listen, it's Valentine's Day, and that's a Hallmark holiday. You know I don't like it. But I love you, all right, Miss Trisha, and we've been through a lot in this business together, and we've been to a lot of different places. And Nora Jean, happy Valentine's Day, baby girl. I love you. Jay, every piece of Valentine's Day candy is not for you. That's my son. I can't wait for you guys to all get down here because we are finally home.
To my wife Molly, my Valentine since '09, happy Valentine's Day, and who, oh by the way, every South Carolina game she went to, the Gamecocks never lost, so you've always made me a winner, and Decker and Mila and I love you very much. You're the glue of our family. Happy Valentine's Day.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
People have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
So very Sansbury. It's not just about style and vision. It's about passion. Our passion to make sure that you have the perfect glasses or contact lenses for your look. You know, it's just so very Sansbury. With so many choices and options available, we want to make sure your eyewear looks great and feels great. That's so very Sansbury. So very Sansbury Eye Center.
Good hard work has earned Madison Owens the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the softball team, Owens is a sophomore exercise science major with a 3.917 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Cousinard has the ball knocked free. Woods gets it back, gives back to Jermaine in the corner, gives to Minaya, flashing in the lane, and Justin will flush a dunk with the left hand.
That's your Sansbury. Did you see that play? We don't see Justin Minaya flying high above the rim too often, but boy, that was a highlight dunk for certain on a big night for Justin against Alabama. He totaled 15 points, his season high, to go along with 7 rebounds. Our TERMINIX PEST Player of the Week, well, this is a familiar name. All-American Aaliyah Boston has had back-to-back double-doubles this week. First against UConn, a huge game against the Huskies, and then another double-double in points and rebounds on Thursday night when the Gamecocks were back at home against Missouri. Next up, we're headed to the track, the indoor track, of course, for this time of year. Coach Curtis Fry's squad hosted the South Carolina Invitational recently. Our crew was there all weekend long capturing highlights from the different events. Kudos, by the way, to the participants for South Carolina in the 400 meters. They're ranked in the top 5 in the country, both men's and women's, in the latest coaches poll. Let's take a look at the action from across the way. The track team wraps up its indoor season this weekend at the Gamecocks Indoor Open. So best of luck to them as they transition into the outdoor season, and also SEC Indoor Championships upcoming as well. Carolina football, well, we got more news on the coaching front as Shane Beamer introduced the running backs coach this past week. Montario Hardesty is familiar with Williams-Brice Stadium. He played there a couple times when he was a running back for the Tennessee Volunteers. Now he's in garnet and black. And Coach Beamer had a chance to introduce him to the media earlier this week.
So my first time coming here in 2006, I had never actually been inside the football stadium here. And I got down, I was like, man, yeah, you know, this is, so, you know, of course the intro, but, you know, when you guys come out, you know, you got the sandstorm going. Us, actually not you guys, when at that point you guys, but now when we come out, you know, we play Sandstorm, but as a visiting team coming out and you have to go past the whole student section there and they're going crazy and the towers are going, to me that's like intimidating for the opposite team, man. So I'm excited to see, you know, some fans back in there as long as we get this thing under control with what's going on now and throughout this pandemic. But just the atmosphere here, man, there's so much, you know, just so much energy in the building. It's crazy to explain it. And then, you know, every time they get a big play or get a first down, you gotta hear that I just heard out here going. So, I mean, to me, it's a great place to play, man. Great atmosphere.
Gamecock women's basketball fans, download the Gamecock app and play 3 points the hard way. Brought to you by our friends with the best made-from-scratch biscuits, Hardee's. If the women's basketball team makes 3 3-pointers in a game, you can score a free sausage biscuit at Hardee's tomorrow during breakfast hours. Once we hit our 3 3-pointers, stop by your favorite Hardee's, show them the coupon in the Gamecocks app, and bam, a free biscuit. Get your biscuit at participating Columbia and Spartanburg area Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be our most capable heavy-duty pickup. Because of this, we gave the all-new 2021 F-150 an available 12-inch touchscreen. Because of this, we built Ranger with a terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Don't miss the chance to get a 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings at your Carolina Ford dealer.
People have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
Farm Bureau Insurance is giving you a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming home women's basketball game. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to win. Everyone that registers will be entered for the chance to win the grand prize, an autographed ball from Coach Don Staley. Register to win at usccontest.com. That's usccontest.com.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
Hello and welcome to Carolina Calls with the new and 36th head football coach at the University of South Carolina, Shane Beamer. Coach, been waiting to say this. Welcome home and welcome to Carolina Calls. Great to have you. How has the start of your first head coaching job gone and meeting your expectations and being at Carolina?
It's
been amazing. To be the head football coach here at South Carolina is a dream come true. Certainly it's been unique in a lot of ways for sure, but one thing that hasn't changed in the 10 years that I was here, that my family and I were here, was just how amazing this university is, this athletic program, this city, our fan base. To have a crowd like out here tonight, you know, is awesome. So thanks to all of you for being here. You know, great people like my young lady Delaney that I just met, that had a broken bone from falling off the monkey bars, but took the time to make me an awesome card welcoming me and my family to Columbia. It's what Carolina's all about, and why we've always wanted to come back here and couldn't be more excited.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. It's time for our Prisma Health injury update. Well, on the basketball front, everybody healthy on the men's and women's side right now, which is good news. Gamecock women's softball team getting its season started this weekend. They're hosting a 3-team tournament. Unfortunately, they'll have to do it without their starting center fielder, Lauren Stewart, who is a graduate student for the Gamecocks, started every game for them last year, unavailable this weekend, so Carolina will have to fill that gap, but hope to have Lauren back in the lineup next weekend in week 2 of the regular season. And that injury update is always brought to you by the official team physicians of the Gamecocks at Prisma Health. Now, speaking of softball, as I just mentioned, it's opening weekend right now, so we figured to get you in the mood for some hardball out on the diamond. Let's take a quick look back at the abbreviated season that Carolina softball got in last spring.
Jackson back on it. See you later. A home run for Katie Preble. And that ends the ball game for South Carolina.
Who had a triple the last time says I'm going to slide into third base again. Mosul blasts this one way out of the ballpark. See ya later.
Boy, it is great to see Bev Smith's team back out on the field, and looking forward to following them this season throughout the SEC as well. Now, speaking of hardball, on our Toyota Keys to the Game, let's talk a little bit of Gamecock baseball for a minute. Their season gets started this coming Friday, of course, with a 3-game series against Dayton, one of the most difficult schedules I've ever seen put together for Carolina baseball. You're looking at weekends in non-conference against the likes of Clemson, of course, and Texas, and then you start off league play with weekends against the 2 front runners really in the SEC, that being Vanderbilt and Florida. So for Mark Kingston's team, patience and focus. It's going to be tough to ride through this early stretch of the season unscathed, but just take advantage of the challenges that are there and build that resume for hopefully an opportunity to get back to the postseason. That's your Keys to the Game, as always, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that will put a wrap on things for us this week here on Gamecock Insider. We appreciate you for joining us as always. Until next week, I'm Derek Scott.
This has been a presentation from Learfield IMG College.